Yeah. What are you talking about, man? You're crazy. You need to get
1
music.
minute late.
Oh, we gotta work on music.
Yes, I got some.
You got some?
Yeah.
All right, well.
Gotta finish it.
Dude, we really only need like 30 seconds. Not even 30 seconds worth of music. Come on, man.
I'm gone.
Come on,
I got some salsa.
Yeah, I got some chips.
Got some salsa for the intro.
Salsa verde. Oh, hey, what's up? Lewis, what's going on? Oh, remind me, I gotta show you. Lewis sent me something I gotta show you.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah. I haven't had a chance. We've had one of those days, Lewis. I saw it and I was like, I'll show it to him later.
Mr. Wayne! Long time no see you, man. How's everything in Georgia?
I was gonna say, you've seen
Yeah.
it.
Long time no see you. It was last year.
Everything was last year, the year before last, or the year before that, or...
That's right.
I mean, this is just the way things are. Teespring is now spring. Boing.
Sounds better.
I don't know what it sounds like.
Spring.
Oh my gosh. Well, you know, six more weeks of winter according to Groundhog Day. We have not had any winter. The opposite happened here. So, hope everyone is doing well. How about those Bucks? That's all I gotta say. You know, the guy's been there.
Hey.
I mean, like we all know, I don't follow sports, but I mean, Jesus, man.
That win.
God, talk about spanking the ever-loving crap out of somebody. They just spanked them. And I didn't watch any of it, I'm not gonna lie.
Dude.
It was on, I was watching the commercials.
I just can't believe that not even one touchdown. None.
Well, they had 9 points. What was that from?
Dude, those 3 field goals.
Oh, they kicked through. Like I said, it was literally on, and I had my headphones on, and the girls were yelling, and I was just like, oh, cool, Jason. I was wondering if they would finally show up.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, so hope everyone enjoyed the last of the 2020 holidays, as it were. I don't think of the Super Bowl as as the following year holiday.
No?
I think the Super Bowl is the previous year's last big hurrah.
Okay.
Because it really is. It's got nothing to do with 2021. Like, I know there's a couple games in this, but really it's over in 2020. We just, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever goes on there. But that's that, so we hope that was wonderful.
Lightning now Bucks. Yeah, the Lightning won too.
Hey, and the baseball team got second place. I mean, I'm all down with that. So, I mean, you know, way to go. Clearwater Buccaneers. Yeah. So, let's get to it. Let's go to the laptop. What do we got here today, Fernando? For those of you that don't know, every Monday we post or we share with you the image of the week. This week is brought to us by
Mr. Saul Ramirez.
Out of...
California, from the guys
Audio
Systems.
So that's Anthony's car stereo life there.
Yeah.
These are the 5-star amplifiers that Jeff sold. If you look in the top right-hand corner, you can see the little 5-star logo on that. But we did not wire this up, but they did us proud. So I thank them for that.
Awesome.
It looks spectacular. They did a bang-up job.
What's that, Jack?
So really excited about this. Good pick, Fernando. Good pick.
Yeah.
They have that Audison distribution block over there that has the 4 fuses and the 4 grounds.
Yeah.
So that's kind of nice. I like that. It's just, I never have a need for that. But that's a lot of power, man. This guy's got a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah. That was nice, man.
Yeah.
What they did, that was pretty cool.
Yeah. I'm really yawn. Oh my gosh, I'm tired.
Yeah.
Anywhere to purchase a calendar. Oh, it's funny. Dang, no, we're going to be giving some of those away. Chris got some in. I don't know what he plans on doing with the ones.
All right, so he's starting to, if you go to Audio Control, they actually have like a raffle. You got to enter.
Oh, do they?
Yeah. They have, you got to...
Audio Control on Facebook.
On Instagram, I think.
Is it Instagram?
I saw it on Instagram. You got to share it and tag some people, and you will be able to win one of those beautiful calendars.
Speaking of somebody that is a big supporter of the show,
yes.
Mr. Jason Digos is in the house. Mr. Helix himself. Mr. Guy that made somebody's dreams come true in a way that will never, ever happen again. How's it going, buddy? I got to get him those emails.
That was a big intro.
I think I finally figured out how to get him those emails.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I think Sue figured it out. I'm not going to tell you on this, but I'm like, yeah. So.
All right, hang on.
I'm pretty excited about that.
Somebody want to see the...
Oh, the calendar?
Okay.
No, for those who don't know about the calendar. What's up? From Kentucky. Where would an audio control override go? Before DSP or after DSP? Also, do I need an overdrive? No, you don't need an overdrive if you get their DSP. Yeah, you wouldn't need that. It's all, yeah, you're good. The DSP has that all built into it, so you're good.
It is?
Should I, you want me to do this?
I'm trying to.
You find the cover?
Perfect.
Alright, we'll switch to the Fernando cam.
We'll
just go to the Fernando cam. Alright, hold on. So for those who don't know, this is the Clean Wire Club / audio control / 5-star calendar.
Yep.
Chris reached out to me late last year. That's why they're out late this year. We have a bunch of them. Well, we have some of them to give away. They're, of course, going to give them away.
Yeah.
We'll sign ours. But anyways, let's take a look at what we got. Camera 2.
Can you see it? No.
Oh, no, you got to wait a minute. You're too soon.
Hey, it's loading.
Well, loading and on are two different things. What's up for South Carolina? Good afternoon. Audio control on Instagram. Thank you, Bobby.
That's what... There you go. You guys can see it right there.
Well, yeah, but I want to get close-ups, man. You good?
Oh, I think the battery is dead.
Well, is it? All right.
Yeah.
Well. So we have page 1 here. So this is January. So and then you got February. You're seeing a theme. March. April.
Yes.
May. June.
Look at that.
July. Now we did give away
one
this week on the news, which I see we're probably going to be doing for the next couple weeks.
Yep.
August, September, October.
That's the best month right there.
Why is that?
Because that's my
it's your
birthday.
November, and then last but least, December. So, yeah.
There you go,
right
guys.
now, we're giving them away on the
and the
Friday morning news show at 9 o'clock.
Yep.
Okay. Where's the chicks? I know, right? I mean, I could have had Fernando pose in a balcony, but I didn't really think anybody wanted to see that.
Are you kidding me? Totally.
Maybe. I don't know. All right, and that's it for the show.
What's up, Bryce? Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Thank you for watching, guys. This show is brought to you by the calendar.
If you could whistle on here, would you? I mean, I can. I'm not going to because that just screws up the microphone and then it has to reset. I ordered a stereo integrity SQ20 amp for my F-150.
There you go.
Can't wait for it to come later this month. Hope it sounds as good as it looks. I don't see why I wouldn't. Probably would sound even better. Yeah.
Thank you, Wayne.
How cool do you got to be to have your own calendar? I know, right? Oh, it's Elias. Man, we were just talking to Tommy today.
High five, Vega.
Yeah. Oh, yep. That's Vega. But yeah,
that's a good.
Yeah, it's a good something. I don't know. So, anyways, back to the show. It's Monday.
Do you answer this one?
No.
All right.
I haven't done anything. I'm just sitting here.
If you add a 6 dB Linkwitz-Riley crossover via DSP to 18 dB passive crossover, does it make it to 24?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't do it. It doesn't work like that. No, it doesn't work like that. Just like if you take a 24 dB Linkwitz-Riley is made from 2 Butterworth 12 dB crossovers. So you take 2 Butterworth 12s to make 1 Linkwitz 12. If you use 2 Linkwitz 12s, it doesn't make a 24 Linkwitz. It changes. It's really weird. None of this stuff makes any sense. It's all, but no, that wouldn't work. It would make a crossover, but not. It has to do with this, the slope, where this comes and this meets is where that is happening, and it's just not going to work that way. Dean, will the mid-range from the Virtus Nano Carbon 3-Way fit the dash for the 07 Dodge Caliber if I already have a 3.5 cut in?
Dodge Caliber. Oof, man.
I don't know. That's a tough one. See, I don't have a 3.5 to compare it to. But I feel like this is going to be bigger than a 3.5.
Yeah?
You know, I just feel like it looks bigger than a 3.5. It's going to be tight, though.
Stop saying bird word. Now I want pancakes.
I know. I was thinking the same thing.
That's awesome.
I was like, damn it, now I want pancakes for dinner. but we're gonna have leftover Super Bowl food.
I actually ate pancakes on Sunday morning.
Perfect. Well, here's what I suggest doing. So this is pretty much a perfect disc. All right, I mean this is exactly 3.5 inches around. Okay, the back side, as you can see, it's tapered, but you could probably cut out a piece of cardboard that's 3.5 inches, perfectly 3.5 inches, and drop it in there and see if it'll fit. The grill comes off, so you don't have to worry about the height, but this is about 1/4 of an inch thick here. So if you used regular cardboard, you could make a perfect template for this to see if you could get it to fit inside of your dash. That would be what I would do, and I would actually do that. I love using cardboard to make templates. I know we don't show that often, but that's what we use. And actually, if the camera worked, I could walk you to the back of the Honda and show the one we have going in that right now.
We're gonna need the battery, man.
I know. That's. I don't think I have.
It's okay.
Charge the other one.
Yeah, I know.
Hang on. Let's see if this one's charged. Let me see that. I don't think we could see it anyways.
And this is.
All right, read another question.
All right,
Please,
hang on.
sir. Please, kind sir.
Have you guys added the Morel 2.5 Midler to any Tempo Ultra set to make it a 3-way set?
Yes.
If you so, how did it work?
We did it in the Camaro. We went full active on it. It worked fabulously. So.
Sean's car?
Yeah. Yeah, that was full active.
Okay.
So, hold on. Let me see what we got going on here. Oh, still booting up. All right, give it a second.
Yeah. What's up, Anthony?
Um,
So you retained the factory USB on the 2013 Chevy Cruze?
If it's a single USB,
has a
yes.
single USB,
If it's a
yeah.
dual USB, no. If it's a single USB, then yeah, you can use the USB GM1 or the
USB GM1.
iData version of that, which I'd prefer to use because it clicks in place. If it has a hub, there we go.
Ooh, look at that.
Ooh, all right, hold on.
Microphone?
Yeah, I just switched
Perfect.
microphones. So as far as using cardboard goes, there's a lot of stuff in the back of this car right now. But it's too dark. All right, hold on. I'm gonna get a light. I got it. All right, hold on. Let's try this again. All right. So as you can see here, this is where our amplifiers are gonna go in this car. So we've used cardboard to make a template, and underneath this piece here and here where there's 2 factory screws, this is where the factory sub was. And then, I don't know, up here in the top corner is where the other, yeah, you can see it, the factory screw right there. So we'll build this out of plastic tomorrow, and that'll hold the amplifiers that we're putting in. Alright, you can turn it off. Hey, it's the backside of Fernando. Turn on that one off. Alright, hopefully we didn't get too much interference. So yeah, cardboard is your friend.
Wow, buddy, you broke it.
No, it just needs to come off and be tightened up. You could do that while you're talking. Best Morel opinion, Maximus or 6X? What's a 6X? The Maximus are really nice. The Maximus are an awesome deal.
I'll
tell you right now, not the Maximus. The Maximus is a killer deal. 6.5. Like, those are phenomenally priced, awesome speaker that I feel is probably one of the most overlooked Morel speakers, but definitely worth it.
Alright. Hey guys, I have a Pioneer NEX radio. It has 4-volt output. Will be a good idea to get a line driver to boost up to 9 volts. Will benefit anything?
No, not really, because most of the amplifiers aren't going to take that 9 volts of input anymore. So
say hi.
Hi.
Marty Dean.
Oh, it's Marty. Hey Marty, how are you? You would have to have an amp. Alright, so you have to look at your amplifier specs. Most amplifier specs are like from 0.5 volt to 6 volts, but on the line level side, don't look at the high level side because the high level is different. High level can go from like, 1 volt to 10 volts or 15 volts, which you're not going to be doing. You're going to be doing line level. So, I don't know. I just very rarely have now if you have a deck that has a crappy output, yes, but buy a better deck. But if you have a deck that already has 4 or 5 volts of output, I really don't think it's necessary. I don't know. I mean, that's a Christian who's on here quite a lot. That's a good way he blew up a lot of speakers. He liked to continuously blow his tweeters because he kept trying to, I have this line driver, I want to use it. I'm like, stop. I blew up my tweeters again. Stop using the line driver.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, he actually blew the.
I don't even want to hear about it. Hi guys.
I want to put a 2020 RAV4 non-JBL, hopefully with the D 5.1300 and the 1057XR High 10 or the Elevate. Okay. I realize the ability it's iffy, but I'm willing to wait if it's necessary.
Wait for what?
To put stuff in the 2021 RAV4.
Oh, we just haven't looked at it yet.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's a Nissan, which...
No, it's a Toyota.
I'm sorry, it's a Toyota.
RAV4.
Was he wanting to put a new radio in it?
New Kenwood, the High 10 or Elevate.
I don't think the 2021 changed much from the 2020 as far as the harness goes, or it just got the new harness. So like, it either just got the new harness or it got the new harness last year. I know there's a new body style this year, so it may have just got the new harness, in which case it should be just a matter of them finally getting around to testing it. So I mean, wait a minute, or see what iData says. If they don't have anything, I would wait till they do, which means they're probably going to here soon. Old flax versus new flax. What is the difference? Anthony's blowing up going, there's no old flax. That is correct. There is old flax. There's the new flax. There are no old flax left, but what was the difference between the old flax and the new flax was the tweeter. The tweeter and the crossover points. The tweeter on the new one is just a lot better. So.
When you call me, you have to say, hi, this is Linquist Riley.
Screw that, I'm going to say this is Butterworth. How happy was Sue last night? The Tampa Bay won. She seems pretty pumped on Facebook. Dude, they were losing their shit. I'm not going to lie. Both her and Haley were just like, we're going ridiculously insane. I mean, we all kind of figured it was last. When the 2-minute warning popped up, we were pretty much like, yeah, this is over. But honestly, I just watched the commercials, and then we shot a Anthony. It's okay. You're never my bad. You're my good. We actually shot The Boring Life on the commercials. So during the commercials, I was literally sitting there taking notes. And so as soon as it ended, we did that. I'm going to try to get that out earlier than the weekend.
That would be cool, yeah.
To go over.
The early, the better.
Yeah, okay, well, you bet. I'm right there for you.
What are you doing, man?
I don't know. I got a Nissan Sentra 2018. I want to upgrade my radio. I want something with CarPlay. Just stick. Wait, whoa, shoot! What happened? Just the radio. Want to upgrade? That's fine.
Just the radio. Yeah, you can do that.
Yes, that's easy enough to do. As far as what radio to go with, that's up to you, man. Yeah. I mean, there's a ton of great Kenwood, Sony, Alpine, Clarion. Yeah. Not Clarion. Pioneer. Yeah. I'm sorry, I confused the two family brands.
Kenwood, Sony, Alpine.
Yeah, my bad. All right, what do you got?
All right. If I want to change out my head unit in a 2016 Ford F-150 to an aftermarket double DIN, should I still use an audio control LC 4.800 or can I use a regular amplifier for my highs?
Answer the question.
I mean, no, you can use whatever you want. Whatever amplifier you want. If you change the radio, no problem.
So is the question, because I was reading another question on here I want to go back to.
Right.
Try to find this one right here. This one.
Civic. Okay.
Yeah. So the question is, if I'm replacing my radio, should I still go with an audio control?
And I'm thinking it's because the LC is like high level, something like that. But no, you can...
Well, yeah. All right, let's look at it. Pick any amplifier that's behind me. They're all going to have high level inputs. All right, that's what they come with. I mean, the difference between an audio control high level input and let's say somebody else's high level input, it's an audio control, which automatically that's what they do, so they're really good at it. But where the difference lies is that it's capable of doing summing. So a 4.800 or the 4-channel and the 6-channel have 4 inputs for channel 1. What does that mean? That means that on a standard 4-channel amplifier, you have front input, you have rear input. You can do no summing, meaning if I have a tweeter and a mid here that I need to bring in, or a mid and let's say something else, a mid or a front and sub or something like that, where I need to bring two channels in, mix them together so that I can get an output. That's what makes their high level different, is that their high level has a channel 1 and 2 in, and then a B channel 1 and 2 in, so I can bring those both in. Aside from that, the amplifier is still one of the most awesomest amplifiers out there. So you get whatever you want, but it's a bonus when you're buying those amplifiers. It's nothing else. Every amplifier has, pretty much every amplifier out there now has some form of high level input. Theirs is just better, as well as their amplifier is really damn good. So go with whatever you like. Okay, now back
Arlene, that's her car. With the clean one.
Oh, that's her car?
That's her car.
Oh, that's fabulous.
Yeah, that's her car.
They're doing an awesome job. Way to go, Anthony. Make sure you pat your guys.
Oh, I just want to say, like, Junior and, of course, Javier and Junior, Anthony. All these guys are awesome. Yeah. All right. Civic 2020. 10-speaker going from the factory amplifier to a DM608.
Yeah.
Okay. Using sub to go channel for channel. On the sub output sounds bad.
Yeah.
But if I use 1 and 2, it sounds good. What could it be?
You're probably getting some summing issues. The easiest solution for this problem, though, is to stop trying to do what you're doing and pick up yourself one of these right here. These are available. You can get them. This is the AX DSPL HN3. Okay. Yeah, I was going to head over there. No, I'm going to head over into the car.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, because it's just sitting on the floor. All right, so oddly enough, we have a Civic that has the 10-speaker stereo in it. Oh, you know what? Pass me the light.
Yes, of course.
Sorry. Thank you, sir. And we're putting in an external DSP in this as well. So what we have going on here is, let me move the cool speaker that's going in. This guy here is that piece. This is the DSP. We're not going to be using it for DSP. We've gone in and set everything to as flat as we can get it. And then out of it we have, hey, look at that, RCA. So we have front, rear, and sub RC outputs. Everything is going to be controlled through here, volume up, volume down. This gets us a perfectly flat signal out of that factory radio now. As you can see, it plugs into the digital here. That's what this is. This top box here is for the digital. It talks to it and gives the output to this. This talks to the car's data, and this gives us volume control. So this converts the digital signal over to an analog, and this talks to the car and gives us volume control, and then it all comes out here, this cool little end, and we're all set and ready to go. You can do it the way you're trying to do it. However, you just are going to always have some issues. You're going to have bass roll off and whatnot. Oh, wow, we probably go. Sorry. Forgot to turn off the other microphone. So, that looks like a Hertz. That is a Hertz. It's a Milli Pro. He's getting full Milli Pros in this, but this is the solution to it.
Would it come with the 2 left brackets?
But does it work? Yes, believe it or not. We have found all the hiccups on it and all the nightmares and all the things that it does, and we've managed to. We've been on the phone with Metro all day today, but no, we figured it out. We know what it does. We know the quirks, and it's going to do what we need it to do as far as we know right now. So we're going to go with that one.
Tomorrow we're going to update you.
Yeah, we'll know more tomorrow.
All right.
With that being said, is an ACM 4.300 for the highs and the 2.3 on the mid enough for yes? Yes, you could. That would be spectacular. That's actually, we were going to do that in Fernando's car before we changed. We actually still might do that in Fernando's car, but yeah, that'll work.
All right.
So hold on. With the solution, I can go passive then, and also time align. Does that unit delete the time alignment you mentioned? It does everything. It just literally takes your factory radio, goes away with all the crap, and just gives you a variable voltage, full frequency output that you can then just think of it as like if you had a Pioneer in the dash, and none of the other stuff mattered. So yes, it's wonderful. We'll know more about it as the week goes on, so if you're interested in it, make sure you stay tuned on Instagram, because right now we're just in the testing phases of it. Like today, we spent most of the day just going through and making sure we got the signal we wanted out of it, and we're ready to go there. So right now it looks good. Obviously, until we get it into our DSP and our amplifiers, we won't know everything, but we should know. So just pay attention on Instagram and you'll see. And if you miss Instagram, don't worry. You can watch it Monday of next week when we do the 5 minutes with 5-star recap. So stay tuned.
Why, when you install an optic system, you still use crossovers? That's a crossover?
So optic system.
Active system. I'm pretty sure it's active system.
You still use crossovers. Well,
I'm gonna say it's like biampable.
Well, no. Okay, so it depends. All right. So active means that you have a crossover for every channel. Not every system that we do is active. There's a lot of systems that are passive. So, for example, the D4.800, the audio control, we're putting that in F-150. F-150 has tweeters, mid-range, rear speakers, and sub, and they want all that to play. Well, there's going to be a passive crossover somewhere in there that is for the mid-range to tweeter. So that's not a fact, that's not an active system, it's a passive system, but we're still using the crossover, the DSP, and the EQ. It still all works, it still all does everything, we still time alignment, we can still do all the things we need to do. It's just a matter of what system you're putting in. A lot of people get confused because they think something has a DSP, so it's got to be active. It doesn't.
Yep.
It could be anything. Another thing a lot of people do too, let's say you're doing a three-way set. From the factory, the three-way set, typically the mid-bass is powered off of its own channel, but then the 3.5 or 2-inch and tweeter, they're on a passive system. So there's only 4 channels powering those 6 speakers. You could do that in the aftermarket world. Like, for example, a set of KX2 three-way set from Focal is actually, the passive crossover is designed to be bi-amped that way, so that you can use a 4-channel amp to power those front mid-range, and then if you have some form of amplifier with a crossover with a top and a bottom, a bandpass, you could go that way, or you can go through their crossover, because there again, not every amplifier is going to have it. So there's a lot of options. It's not all cut and dry. Hey, right. From Long Island.
If you have a subwoofer that can accept 800 watts RMS, will I notice the difference between if I power with a 650 watt amplifier, or I need like an 800 watt amplifier?
You won't need an 800 watt amplifier. So most of the time what you're going to see on a subwoofer is like RMS, and then or peak power is another one that a lot of people like to use. So there's usually 2 power ratings, and usually that's like half. So it'll be like 300 watts nominal or normal, or 300 watts, and then somewhere on the box it has this super big, 600 watts. So it's like 400 watts to 800 watts. So it should be a range. It should be like, hey, look, somewhere between 400 to 800 watts on the subwoofer is good to go with. The best example we have for this is if you look at an Alpine R series or R type, has 1,000 watts of RMS / peak power output. So if you go buy a 1,000 watt Alpine amplifier, you basically end up with a blown subwoofer, because that 1,000 watt Alpine amplifier is not, it's way more power than that thing can handle. Whereas if you put a 500 watt Alpine amplifier on it, which is what that woofer really needs, then it will sound amazing and everything will work great.
Yeah.
Amplifiers, as sound plays, have peaks, meaning they're not just always 800 watts, 600, it fluctuates that output. So if you have a 650 watt amp and you have an 800 watt subwoofer, that's a perfect combination. It'll be fine.
That's Bill Furman.
Will you get image with passive? Yes, you will actually. It's kind of fun. Because you got to remember, you time align to the mid bass, because that's, and yes, it's, I'd say come to Florida and we'll let you hear the cars, but yes, it will image fine with passives. What's up, Bill? What's happening, gents? Justin, hey man, long time no hear, which is a good thing, I guess. Yes, go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
What are you trying to figure out?
It's an ACM 4.300 for highs and mids, then the 2.300 for mid bass, enough for a Focal K2 three-way set.
I actually answered that one already, but yeah, the answer is yes.
Okay.
Because we were going to do that in your car.
Okay.
You know, because we have all 3 of the ACMs, so we were going to do that. We were going to use the ACM 4-channel to power the front tweeter and the rear.
In the rears.
And then use the 2-channel to power the mid bass.
Well, I want like 1.300 for each.
And you want a 1.300 for each one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jack, Anthony, you guys like work together.
Oh yeah, that's right. All right, I have the D6 1200 and the LC 1.800 powering K2 3-ways and K2 coaxials. Can you add the LC 6 1200 and strap the 6 1200 amplifiers together for more power?
So he has a D?
He has a D.
No, that would be so cool, but no.
At that point, they just need a DMA 10.
You'd have to go external. Yeah, no, that's one of the things that we thought would be really cool is if there was a way to switch, which there's not, because
no.
But it'd be neat if we could turn on, make inputs and outputs switch between the two. But you can imagine how much, I don't even know how you design a system like that. I'm sure it could be done, but wow, yeah. But no, they're not made to run like that, unfortunately. That was a kicker thing that you could do with a Q class that, no one ever got because Kicker never explained. But with the Q class amplifiers, the software was in the amplifier, not the other way around. So, like most DSPs, the only company that's different than that now is on the JL. But how a Q class amplifier worked is every amplifier would plug into a USB hub, and you could have multiple amplifiers doing multiple things, and it was still one piece of software. So, for example, if I sold you a Q Class 1005, and you came back and you're like, I really want more power, then I could sell you another Q Class 1005. We could connect the two together in the software, and we could reassign how we wanted it to do. So if you just wanted to take it and go, bridge it to a 3-channel, bridge it to a 3-channel, you could do that. It was pretty neat. Or if you just wanted louder highs, you could just buy the 4-channel or the 2-channel and add that into the mix and just move it wherever it needed to be. That was the really cool thing about that amplifier. Unfortunately, when the amplifier came out 6 years ago, they had no way for anyone to understand that, as you can see how confusing me just telling you is now. But going forward, they were just like, yeah, no one ever got it. I'm like, it's because you never explained it to anybody that made any sense, and nobody understood DSP 6 years ago. And the ones that did weren't doing Kicker, they were doing Audison or something like that. So, and there it goes bye-bye. And another awesome piece of equipment fades off into the ether.
All right, Bitnove with the 5-channel and a 4-channel, or Prima AP4 8.9. And the AP1D.
So,
okay, so the Bitnove.
Yeah, Bitnove.
5-channel.
With a 5-channel amp?
Yeah.
Which one? SR? Okay, we'll just say a Bitnove into a 5-channel amp.
And the 4-channel amplifier.
And a 4-channel?
And a 5-channel and a 4-channel.
Okay.
Or the Prima.
No, I'm doing the Bitnove. I would do, so...
More power? Yeah,
I mean, I bought both systems. So I have actually all 3 systems. I have the Prima system, I have the Forza system. I don't have the Forza sub-amp yet. I'm working on that. And then I bought the Bitnove and the SR amplifiers. I would much rather do the SR amplifiers with the Nove and get more power. I'm a power guy. I mean, I want power. I want this thing to be loud. I want it to be like, yeah, let's do this. No, I did not do tube amplifiers. They were way too expensive. Yeah, I mean, Macintosh was about as cool as we got, and they didn't really do tubes yet.
All right, with a Stinger High 10.
I know. People don't understand DSP now. With a Stinger High 10.
If I use the Toslink to the Helix DSP, will I still be able to fade, or do I have to use coax?
Toslink does not fade. Toslink is left and right only. So when you use a Toslink output of that, that's all you get. You get left and right with volume control. Nothing else. So if you want fader controls, you have to do it one of 2 ways. You either have to have, like, your DSP has to have a controller with DSP built in, with a fader built into it, or you have to go RCAs, which means you're not going to be using the touch link. So yes, you were thinking correctly. Way to go.
Yeah, Tim. Hey, Tim. He said, "Hey guys, I'm coming to Florida. Could I swing by and say hello?"
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
Wear a mask. We'll wear ours.
And we'll be
and then
here.
we'll go 1, 2, 3, and then we'll put it back on. Because, 2 years from now, you can be like, I went there. We don't want to be wearing masks. 'Cause we all want to forget this never happened. All the powers. Yes. I think some of the ARC audio amps can be strapped. Example, X2. There are some ARC products that can do what we just talked about. I know the new, or the bigger DSP is supposed to be able to do that. So, yes. But there again, they do just as good of a job talking about it as Kicker did. So when we have to sit there and go, I think that they do this, and we don't know for sure. And if you've ever gone on their website, ARC's website, I love ARC. I love them with all my heart. It's some of the nicest guys ever. We just can't sell the product because there's a guy down the street that sells it. But their website sucks.
All right. And he knows. So yeah. Is the LC2i the best LOC to the market? Trying to connect my factory radio to my DSP JL Audio Tweak 88.
Well, I mean, if you have a Tweak 88, why wouldn't you just complete the system and get the
fix?
The fix. I mean, okay. All right. Let's look at it a couple different ways, I guess. So if we have a generic radio, factory radio, that doesn't have a bunch of equalization or a bunch of nonsense involved in it, then, oh my God, it's Robin. What's up, buddy? Man, I haven't talked to him in a long time. That's Mr. Incredible.
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah. Anyways, back to the question. I'll start it over so that you can
Yeah, I'm like, okay.
If you have a factory radio that doesn't have a lot of crap going on, meaning it doesn't have like all pass filters, it doesn't have any time alignment done, it doesn't, there's nothing, if any bass roll off, granted you can still fix it with that, so I mean, it's a fairly basic high leveled output, then yes, the LC2i would be phenomenal. If it has any of the stuff we just talked about and you would like to fix that before you get into the tweak, then look at something like the Kicker Key Lock. That's what the Kicker Key Lock is designed to do. The Kicker Key Lock is designed to take 2 channels of audio and fix everything. Both of those are 2-channel solutions. The other thing you have to keep in mind when deciding if there is a high level to low level adapter option is there anything coming out of the rear speaker outputs? A lot of times these cars nowadays, they have backup sensors that come out of the rear speakers. So if you just do front only, you lose the backup sensors. Then you have the Fix from JL. The Fix is kind of like a key lock, kind of, not totally, but it does have some ability to go in and do some de-stuffing to make the system sound better. So those are really your 3 options. I'm not going to tell you which one to buy, but now you're more educated, you know. The other thing too is that, I mean, it's a tweak. Just, I don't know. I guess.
Okay.
I would do a key lock, I think.
Yeah. All right. I'm installing one of the new Kenwood's 10.1 radios in my 2013 Chevy Cruze. What adapters do I need to retain my XM and the USB full iData system?
All right, so head over to Maestro, right here, maestro.idatalink.com. Go to the Special Projects tab right here and select on your radio replacement. This is going to tell you all the stuff you need. If you don't want to do it that way, you can also, hey look, there's our show, download the WebLink desktop so that you can get that right on their page. And when you launch this, it takes a minute. It's going off to the internet, verifying everything.
It's just jumping.
It's going to take a minute.
It's still jumping.
There you go. All right, our internet sucks. So when you go here to flash your module, you're going to answer all these questions, and it's going to quit because it doesn't see that. And as you answer all these questions, as you go through each page, it tells you what products you need. So it'll tell you which wiring harness, which dash kit, what antenna adapter, what Sirius XM antenna adapter, what USB adapter. It's all there. So I would strongly recommend doing one of those two things to make your life excessively cool.
All right, hang on.
I'm hanging on. Am I hanging on for dear life
really
or just
good,
hanging
really
on?
good. Just right there.
Okay.
Stay there.
Do I need to focus?
Alberto, si estás local
Okay.
por aquí, por Clearwater, pasa a ver qué te puedo ayudar. Si no, no puedo.
No bueno. Yeah? Okay, good. We got that out of the way.
Hang on. I'm trying to find the other one right there. It says right there, Christina. Hi, Dean. I'm getting my Stinger High 10 installed by yo next week. As well as the Key 500 on my sub. Poles hold me the L7. Yeah. We'll be able to run this at 1 ohm. So I can get all the 500. It's a 1 ohm stable.
Yeah, so that's... Okay. So one of the joys of having us install it, you don't have to worry about any of that stuff. We take care of all that. A good installation shop is going to look at the situation and figure out all those little quirks that are there. So, for example, last week we had a gentleman come in with a... What kind of car was that? That little SUV? The brand new one? We'll call it a little SUV. And he brought in this giant amplifier that was like this big, and he had a stiffening capacitor.
That was actually a RAV4.
Was it a RAV4?
Yes.
Okay, so it was an older RAV4 though.
Yes, that was an older
one.
one.
It wasn't the new body style.
No.
It was the old body style. Anyways, big amplifier, big stiffening capacitor, just a nightmare stuff. And he's like, I don't know, screw it to the box. I'm like, we don't screw them to the box.
Screw it to the back seat.
Screw it to the back seat. We don't screw them to the back seat. So
screw you.
Exactly. So it was one of those things where it's like we just took a look at the situation. We're like, okay, he's buying all this stuff to get this 1 amp to go in the car for like $100 more. You could just buy an amplifier that'll fit in the car. We won't need any of these extra accessories, and you'll have the same amount of sound, but it'll fit the car better.
Right.
So we got him to do that. Then the next problem we ran into is that we needed a 1 ohm box, and he had a 2 ohm box. Simple enough. We just pulled the woofers out, put the new woofers in, we got all the power we needed. So one of the things as a good installer you try to do is think of all the things you're going to run into and just deal with it. Something like a 1 ohm load as a 2 ohm load, if you stock equipment like Paul does, that's not a problem. But if you don't stock equipment, then that is a problem. You have to think about that long before the customer shows up. So things like that we just deal with, and you never even know. That's the wizard behind the curtain. Pay no attention to him.
Alberto, llámanos a ver qué te puedo ayudar por teléfono antes de que vengas, porque vives en Kissimmee y a lo mejor tienes que hacer un appointment y todo eso. So llámanos primero. I know it sounds like a broken record, and I appreciate all you do, but I'm still a little salty that you didn't have Krakow giveaway.
Oh, Krakow giveaway. Oh, man, I didn't even know they were still in business, to be honest with you. Infinity or JBL door speakers?
They're not the same?
No, they're different.
The same company.
It's the same company, but the tweeters are different.
Right.
Tweeters are different. I think the way I like to think of them as Audison and Hertz. Okay, like Audison is more of the wine and cheese, and the Hertz is more of the beer and pretzels. They're both awesome. It just depends on what you're going for. Infinity has always kind of put themselves as the more refined, brand, and JBL has been kind of the more younger party brand. So I think those are the two sound differences you're going for. Okay. And I think that reflects, a lot of this reflection is done in the tweeter and just how fast that mid-range comes and smacks you in the face. So if you're listening...
So who came out with the new speakers, JBL or...
JBL.
Infinity.
JBL has the new really expensive ones.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
But there again, those are... nothing is good or bad, it's just a matter of how you interpret that thing. They're both awesome sounding speakers. It's a matter of... And that doesn't mean that one won't do what the other does.
Right.
And that's where a lot of times people get confused. It's like, oh, that speaker... No, it sounds fabulous. It's just, though, it might do that a little easier. Who doesn't love big power and small cars?
I'm sorry, Lee.
Pointedly.
Hey.
Hi, from Georgia.
Yes, from Georgia. I'm sorry. Like, yes, sometimes you gotta call a lot. He's so busy in the phones and everything, so he's trying to make an appointment.
Oh, it's not busy on the phone. It's me busy in the install bay.
Yeah.
That's usually what it is.
Yeah. But, I mean, try, man.
Don't give up.
Yeah.
Don't give up. We'll get to you. We'll get to you.
We're gonna get to you. Yeah.
There's trust me.
A lot of people. I'm sorry. But
we will get to you. I will call at some point.
Yep. What?
Says y'all, I not want to see your ugly faces either, Tim. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like the mask has definitely improved some people. There's no question about it.
Wow, that's mean.
No, I'm being serious. Like, I like the mask because it's like you can't see how upset I am when I'm wearing this thing like this. You know, it's like I'm secretly rolling my eyes, but I'm rolling my mouth. It's like, oh my god, I don't want to be here.
Oh, you just do like.
Yeah,
hey,
yeah,
how
yeah.
you doing? Hey, yeah, nice to meet you.
Yeah, exactly.
No, come on, man.
Yeah, but I mean that's what's going on in my head, anyways.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm taking full advantage of this. You know, it's why not? I mean, hey, that's what it's there for. Oh my gosh.
All right. Totally lost all the questions.
Yeah, me too. I'd hard to the RBF. Yes, exactly. That. Yep. The only, like, Haley's eyes, though, lie and tell. You can just immediately see her eyes and know exactly what she's thinking. It's hilarious. What do you got?
All right. I ordered to retain my steering wheel controls in my 2013 Nissan Frontier. I have a few options. PAC, Metra, and Crux.
Yeah.
Make an interface with its better solution. It's not a factory amplified system.
So
it's a 2013 Nissan Frontier. So did they iData? No, iData doesn't make nothing for that.
No,
right?
they don't make anything for that. Mm-hmm. So why do we even need it? What are we trying to do with the internet?
So which one was the better solutions? Wheel? Yeah.
No, iData would have one of those because it's just going to be their generic steering wheel control. I mean, when we're doing a steering wheel control and we just need a standalone, we're going to use the SWI CP2 from PAC.
Yeah.
Mainly we're going to use that because they have a really cool app for their phones, so you can do everything from your phone. You don't have to, like, you can download it now, PAC or Android, so it's an app right here on your phone, so it tells you everything you need to know. Dip switches, so that's the one we use. iData is also nice if they make one. Theirs is the easiest to use because you plug it in that web updater that I had up a minute ago. Mm-hmm. You actually program all your switches through that. The PAC is pre-programmed, but if you need to change things, then you got to do button presses and stuff like that, which is how most of them are. The iData you just do through the computer, which is really sexy.
Dean.
Yes.
Have you ever buy an amp and a coax? It is worth it to have independent control over the mid and the tweeter.
Yes, I have. Yeah. It's totally have. I mean, that's why it's there. It's to have fun and put a ton of power to it. Is it worth it?
Yes.
I mean, depends what you're going for. I mean, we did it because that was part of what we were trying to do. It was part of the plan. Mm-hmm. So, anytime we start on something, there has to be a plan. There has to be a course of action. There has to be, this is why we're doing this. Given the opportunity to do something in a different way, of course we're going to try it. But when it comes to biamping coaxials, hell yeah, man. I mean, if you got the power, why wouldn't you? Mm-hmm. We did a Honda Accord when we were using one of the DSP amplifiers, and it was like, we got the channels, let's just biamp these things and let it go. And it was fabulous, mm-hmm. being able to get in there and just like.
And I remember it's been a few times. With few speakers, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, why not? A lot of the times, these manufacturers put that crossover on that tweeter. It sucks. And they cross them over way higher than they're supposed to be because, well, they suck. Mm-hmm. So when you do go full active on it, you get to play a little bit more. I mean, obviously you'd want to know what the FS is of the tweeter so you can really, maximize the output of that tweeter. But, yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Plus, you don't have to worry about the natural roll-off of the mid-range. You can actually have it stop. So there is some advantages to doing it.
What is the purpose of WebLink on the Pioneer 2660?
There is no purpose for WebLink on the Pioneer 2660. Yeah. It was... 5 or 6 years ago, it was
yeah.
going to be the input. It was going to be the gateway into the device. And overseas, it kind of still is, but here in the U.S., it never went past
different law.
Yeah, it never evolved. And then, of course, it's one of those features that you just wish they would stop doing. And I think Pioneer is the only one that still even bothers to put it on their box because they're idiots. But it never evolved in anything that was supposed to. It was only for Android. And it was only on older Android devices, and as newer Android devices came out, it stopped working, and people were hoping for updates. We never got updates, so that's why we never talk about it.
All right, so he say, and this is the part where I'm getting confused on the USB and the XM adapters. Do I need it for that? Because I look on the website and it doesn't show me anything.
So for Sirius XM, if sometimes on Chevy, Sirius XM can be retained through the iData connection and also the PAC connection through the aux into the back of the radio. And how it's controlled is through the steering wheels. It is utterly useless. So what we will do, we won't sell that because that's horrible, is we'll sell the SVX 300 add-on Sirius XM tuner so that we can then plug it into the back of the radio. At that point, you need to unplug the Sirius XM tuner out of the Sirius XM factory brain, and that's what the adapter's for there, is to allow you to keep your factory Sirius XM antenna to go into your new SVX 300 tuner. The USB adapter is only available if the unit doesn't have a hub. So if you have like 2 USBs in the dash, then it's not going to work, and that's why there's no adapter, because it goes through something that can't be retained by aftermarket. Most aftermarket radios will not work through a hub. I say most, only because the High 10 can read through a hub. It's really one of the only ones that is branded that can do that.
Yeah.
So that's where those things kind of play out. If it has a hub, you're going to have to pull the hub out, put just a single USB in. But I hope that helps that. It's confusing, I understand.
Do I still need a bass knob coming from the amplifier when I'm using an Amp Pro?
No, you don't. The Amp Pro actually has a subwoofer level control built into it. We will often not use it, though, only because depending on the subwoofer amp that's going in, it might have more controls built into it. So for example, if you're going to put in, let's say, a kicker amp, not a CS, but the XR or the Q class, then it has aftershock built into the subwoofer level control, which I would want to use more than I just want to use volume. If you're looking at like an audio control amplifier that is connected to a D-series amplifier, it has push button features on it that allow you to do multiple things. So it really depends. If you just have a basic subwoofer volume control for the amplifier, then yes, you can use it and it'll do the same thing. The other thing too is like a Pioneer amplifier. The subwoofer level control is actually subwoofer level / bass boost. So if you don't use it, the amplifier sometimes will sound very anemic and not very exciting. So, but no, it's great. So like on there again, back to the kicker analogy, the CS amplifiers don't come with bass knobs. You got to buy it separately. So don't buy it. Use the one that comes with the Amp Pro.
Correct.
And then you'll be all good to go. Using a Rockford Fosgate T1005 AD. No, yes, just use the one in the Amp Pro because it's way smaller and way sexier than that one. So, yeah, go for that. 100%.
Okay.
If that's the one you're doing. But anyways, hello from Northern Illinois. Northern Illinois. Temperature is 6. Ooh. Can you recommend an audio control amp to run some Hertz or Morel components up front in one 8-inch Comp RT or JBL in a double cab Tacoma? I mean, the LC 5.1300 is a 5-channel would be really nice. If you want to go big power, you know, look at the 4.800, the 1.800. If you want to go small, look at the ACM 4.300 and the 1.300. Lots of combinations of 5 channels.
Yeah.
Or if you want to go like crazy.
Small amplifiers like the T's. Rockford.
Yeah, I know, right? What is best time to call? Towards the end of the day.
Yeah, I guess.
Great comparison, Dean, on the JBL Infinity speakers. Exactly correct. JBL more cranking loud. Infinity for chilling out and enjoying.
Sounding, yeah.
I know,
it.
right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys. This has been Monday. Who's excited about Monday? Not a soul out there. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed Sunday's fun and excitement festivities known as the Super Bowl. And if you didn't, well, too bad. Bucks won. Yay, go team, go. All right, so on to the things. Let's do some housekeeping real quick. Off to the out of frame over here, which we've looked at twice. This is the Civic. We're not filming this because it's just time, and we spent way too much time getting everything to work. So as far as we know right now, we're not doing anything on it. However, we'll be talking about it on Instagram. So make sure you head over to Instagram. That's 5-star on Instagram, the number 5-star Car Stereo. And there you can watch our daily when we pop on and try to answer some questions and talk about what's going on in the Bay. Now, if you missed that, that's okay, because you can head over to Monday where we do the 5-star, we do the 5 minutes with 5-star recap, where we take all those cool shows. We can condense them down into one long show, and you can listen to it as a podcast or whatever you want to do there.
Yeah.
So that's kind of fun. We brought that back because people were like, man, I missed that. And we're like, really? Okay. I mean, it's a pain in the...
Oh,
It is a pain. I remember when I stopped doing it, but hey, all the way there. Also, if you want to get some cool tools to make your installation better, head over to Dean and Fernando's Tool Drawer at dnftooldrawer.com. There you can find all the cool stuff that we use for installation in nice tabs, and makes it super easy to scroll. If you want to support the show, where's it at? There we go. You can pick up cool t-shirts, because who doesn't want a cool t-shirt? Scroll down, there's all. If you're a big fan of Fernando, you can get Vote for Fernando, making America bass again. If you're a car audio addict, we have the 5-star addict shirt. Of course, Paint Splatter is one of my favorite. Run DNF. And then, which we saw on Instagram last week, which was great, I know Jeff Smith. Because, hey.
Arturo.
And I want my CDs. Do you even zip tie, bro? And of course, who doesn't love The Boring Life of Dean and Haley? Most popular shirt by far last year was the American flag with the 5-star in it. And of course, if you're an installer, this is you right here. It's a nice, elegant, this was Fernando's design. Of course I don't want to do that. Thank you. Thank you for popping up in the middle of my ad. So there you go, installer. All sexy and elegant and, yeah, orange.
Yeah.
Because you're a criminal. A smooth criminal. And with that, that's it, guys. That's Monday. Remember, Saturdays we do the YouTube live show. We're at 6 o'clock, where we get to answer a bunch more of your questions. And then Friday mornings at 9 o'clock on Dean and Fernando's Car Stereo Clips. That's the other YouTube channel we have, where we take all these questions and chop them into individual questions and then just put them back up there for you to enjoy at your leisure.
Yeah.
We do the news. So every Friday morning we come on, we give you a half hour of what's going on in the 12-volt world, all the cool new stuff that we can. That's it. And of course, gives you the opportunity to win a calendar, because right now we're giving away calendars. So if you miss that, you can win a calendar. How cool is that? Thank you, Audio Control. Cool. They're the best. Have a good night, guys. We'll see you when we see you.
Bye.
Bye.